It's always fun to drive on these dirt roads, especially if it's this beautiful. Look at the mountainside to the right. You see all these bristlecone pine trees, and if you look to the left, there are no trees. I don't remember how many miles I have to drive now to get to the other side here, but it will take some time. Could be half an hour actually, something like that. And I don't want to go too fast, right? Because some of these rocks are very, very sharp here. I did my first little stop here to be able to show you this beautiful, beautiful valley here. What a great view here today. Wow. And up there on the top is some kind of station. You see all these antennas up there. I'm not sure what they are doing, but that's the usual way, right? In the background you might be able to see the peak. And if my memory is not totally wrong, I think it goes up to 12,000 feet. Some of these trees you have right next to the road, they are kind of dusty, because when you drive here it creates a lot of dust. Especially in the summertime when the weather is very dry. And as you can see, it's a curvy road. It goes up and down, and it makes it really, really a cool drive if you have a good car. Otherwise it would be kind of scary. Maybe you see the dust down here. I'm not sure if that showed up, but I gave it a try. And what do we have here? If not some kind of viewing point. Oops, let's go up. I take down the window and I let the dust disappear. My goodness, lots of dust. Anyway, you get it. The Owens Valley is below. Maybe 7,000 to 8,000 feet below. All right. Oh, here's a car coming. All right, that's cool. I need to close the window before the dust comes into the car. Oh my gosh. Very fun. Being up here on this altitude here is kind of hard to believe. This used to be sea floor 600 million years ago, something like that. And that's the reason you have these bristlecone pine trees up here, by the way, because they actually like these sediments, this, I think it's calcium, limestones, something like that, and they just love that. While most other plants, they can't really survive in that type of environment. Anyway, this is a cool view here. You see the road is just going up there on the right hand side. Like a little snake, it's just going way up there. And they are improving the road. Wow, okay. There's some kind of working machine here, creating an incredible amount of dust. Alright, so what are we going to do? We're going to pass him? Let's do it. Let's pass this guy in the fog here. Alright. Well, I think that's necessary because the road here is just not the best. But you don't want a perfect road. You kind of want it more like a wild dirt road, right? That makes it more fun. because you might be tired of freeways and highways and all that stuff, and this is how you get away from that. There are not too many trees here, but as you can see in the background here, we are coming up to these groves full of trees. We're definitely getting closer to the highest point there. I really like these groves here with trees. It looks really nice, and they are spread out all over the mountain range. And there will be a small part of this road in a few hundred yards that will be asphalt for some reason, but it's just, you know, a few hundred yards, and why they did that I have no idea, but it's coming up down there, and here is the asphalt. I mean, what could be the reason? If they did the entire road, I would understand that, but only a few hundred yards, that doesn't make any sense. So at least I survived here, right? Without having it flat. That's good. Here is the sign. It looks like we have to go 4 miles to a locked gate. Can't believe it, but let's do it. Let's go up there. It's like being on a different planet, right? This could be Mars. Over 11,000 feet. Very interesting place. Wow, and you see the road is just disappearing. So I have a few more miles to go, and I'm sure there is a gate. Like they said, it's locked. They don't want anybody to go up there. Nobody can access that peak unless you walk. So before you sign up to go to Mars, you better think again, right? Because this is what you're going to see. Sand, right? And nothing else. And if you can't go back to Earth, that would be kind of sad, right? They don't have any pine trees on Mars. Actually, right here, the road is not too bad. It was just in the beginning, it was very, very, very bumpy. I mean, it's bumpy now, but it was bumpier before. It's a big difference. It can be really bumpy or just normal bumpy. Wow, look at that view. So I finally came to this locked gate, and this is what you have. Well, it belongs to University of California, and I could see that facility up there. It's not on the peak, I think. It's just below, and it's a 2-mile hike if you like to do that. And you could, if you want, walk.